Okay. Okay, so
Going in.
Go ahead. So yeah, let's that issue we can just document it. Then if anyone has any objections to doing that, right, I'll just go ahead and put it in there now.
Unless not enough changes. To, of course. Right. Does that sound, what I've typed there, sound reasonable?
Yep.
Okay. I'm just going to paste that into the issue itself.
Okay. I was just typing it, but yeah, go ahead. Okay. All right, just looking ahead, I mean, issue 88, I don't think there's anything else for us to discuss there. I mean, that's, you know, support from V8 for Node.js LTS releases. That's one we've discussed before.
Right. Is there anything, like, does it still need to be open, or what's the...
Probably not. Let me go look at it here real quick. Oh, there is no comments on it, so okay.
What was, sorry, remind me what the actual issue was again?
It's issue 88.
Okay, let me open it up. Right, okay, so...
Just say
okay, this is, right, yeah. So this is, they're basically saying, so I think we should leave that open until we see, there still needs to be more discussion on, I think, on that, right?
Yeah, there should be.
Okay.
I think it's just a matter of just kind of just doing it, though. I'm not sure if there's really much discussion to be had.
Yeah, it's basically if we start to get more CVEs, right?
Yeah.
And actually, I guess it's also opening, do we fully understand the process? I guess we should just, it's kind of like we're going to have to change behavior. Today, we're still floating patches on V8.
Yeah.
We would have to change it to say,
we're going to float them back, right?
No, you need to actually go float them back first. Then we can pull them into, you know, the LTS release.
Yeah.
If they make sense, right? Like, not all will make sense to float back either, necessarily. So I guess it's more like it's almost like you're right. I don't think there necessarily needs to be discussion, but there does need to be a notification to people to say, hey, if you want to land a floating patch that's going to be backported, you need to, you know, is it that we're going to ask people to go and try and do that, or are we, as part of the LTS release, going to go and do it?
I think we would ask people to do it if anybody wants to, and it's only in the old versions of V8. If anyone comes up with and says there's a bug here,
right,
then we're not going to take it as a floating patch. We'll push it back. So it's really just kind of a as they come, if they come.
Right. So it's basically as they come. So let me just, the notes I would take is to, so basically from now on, that is like,
Did I lose you? No.
I'm still here, originator to add it to, well, to it first with in the yeah, I think we'll probably have to help whoever's the first person to do that
Oh,
the first time.
yeah, no doubt.
Because I'm not sure, like, if we said somebody to do that, how would they do it today? I'm not really sure, to be honest.
I'm not sure if the V8 team is entirely sure how to do it either
Well,
yet.
yeah, exactly.
So
Well,
we'll figure it out.
So basically, we'll just say, okay, the next one that comes along, if we're going to backport it, we ask them to do it in the older stream first. And, I think, one of you, me, Miles will have to help try and coordinate that with the Google guys to figure out how that actually happens.
Right.
Does that make sense? Okay.
Makes sense.
So really, I think if we ask, because Miles is doing most of the backporting now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll ask, team first. Okay.
All right. So the next two issues we have, 87 and 86, deal with taking things like the path optimizations and async wrap changes and backporting those. The question is really, I think, when should we do this? I'm particularly with the path optimizations, I'm leaning towards being as conservative as possible.
Right.
Because we did introduce quite a few breaks or regressions, and I'm not certain if we've caught them all yet.
Yeah, and what's the motivation for getting them back into 4?
Just because it's a major performance improvement.
Right. That's one reason, I guess, maybe you want to upgrade to 6, though, right?
But yeah. So I don't think there's a particular rush.
Okay.
Async wrap stuff. I know Trevor was wanting to get that back. I don't see a particular rush at this point. So I think we just kind of let those sit for a while.
Okay.
I'd almost say same thing with the timer refactor.
Right. Okay. I would agree that those. So is that another issue there, or that's the timer refactor? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if we give it like a month or two and 6, and it's definitely stable,
Right.
we don't see any questions, then okay. But
Yeah.
yeah.
So so that covers those issues. Then there was the 3 PR sitting on master. So fish rock, I think you've just covered, right? Like I think it's still wait and see. We should just review these periodically, right?
Yep.
Mr. Jules domain fix.
This was actually a Semver major, so this one can't go back to 4. I was just looking at when this was tagged.
Okay.
Miles tagged it on January 28th, but then put the don't watch on the 21st. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull the LTS agenda off this.
Okay.
That one's not gonna be able to go back.
Okay, so it'll just be wherever it is, and
yep.
Okay, let me copy that. I could try and do that anyway. Come on, I'm having some finger problems.
All right.
So if I say home, so let's say Semver major will not be backported. So remove. And then the libuv update.
So this is one I think we should definitely sit on for a while. I mean, this is a new minor version of libuv,
Okay.
and it does make a number of significant changes. For example, it fixed an issue with regards to non-blocking I/O on TTYs,
Okay, right.
and it ended up the change actually didn't cause a break, but it made the fact that Node doesn't flush I/O on process exit.
Mm-hmm.
It made that more pronounced.
Right.
Quite a few modules that are having some issues with that, kind of CLI-based modules.
Right.
And I think it's something we're probably going to just want to be a little more conservative on until we get that figured out.
Okay, number.
Let's see.
Like that's the one where we don't actually flush output, right?
Yeah.
Got it shut down. Maybe we should, but yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's better to wait till that settles out.
So, yeah, I'm just trying to think if there's any other. I mean, there are some bug fixes there, but I just think the risk of potentially breaking people is too much with that one.
Yeah, I mean, I think it probably is good to wait for at least, a couple weeks and see how those settle out, right?
Right.
I mean, I don't think we tend to upgrade, take the libuv upgrade. So I'm not sure we could not take it forever, but
yeah,
certainly waiting to see how those fall out is probably a good idea first.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. So I think that's all the main agenda items. Do you have anything else?
No, I think maybe 6. We could it's on track. It sounds like, and it's going to be cut. I guess it's not really LTS related since it's just it'll be the stable.
Yeah, not LTS related yet. But yeah, I just need to make sure that we're not seeing any kind of major regressions.
Yeah.
So far so good. Everyone is kind of giving the thumbs up. I just landed some stuff on Friday and today that makes some other improvements or fixes a couple other issues. I think with those, kind of, with the exception of this libuv one, I think we've covered all the major regressions.
So, right. I do expect there'll be more frequent changes in the first few weeks.
Oh yeah,
it's kind of to be expected. So.
Oh yeah, and there's going to be quite a bit of stuff that lands soon after it. Even some for major kind of stuff. So, but I think for the most part, I think we're pretty solid right now. So.
Okay. Okay, so LTS wise, I guess everything seems to be, there's no real problems in getting the releases out or anything like that. It seems like everything's pretty smooth sailing so far. I guess there was the discussion about, I guess that's not LTS either, so it doesn't really relate to this, about the staging branch for 5, so none of that.
Yeah.
I guess there's really nothing controversial here, so yeah, I guess we've talked about all the things that were on the agenda.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing. I mean, we've gotten to a point where LTS is boring, which is what everyone expected.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want. You don't want crazy things to be happening. So no, it's good that 4.x seems relatively stable. I don't think too many, not an unexpected number of issues or anything being reported, which is great.
Yeah. And I think Miles has done a fantastic job about keeping things up. Whatever lands in master and getting those backports up. That, we've had, as far as I know, we've had very few issues actually open directly against 4 that don't also relate to master. So I mean, it's
Yep.
been doing a fairly good job. So
Yeah, no, for sure.
okay.
Okay, so do you want me to put the notes into GitHub, or do you want to do that?
Yeah, if you would.
Okay, I will put that in and give everybody a CC so they can comment.
Cool. Sounds good.
Okay,
Armin.
talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, bye.